episode 5, Trev's trade page, here on Trev's Hockey Show. I'm the Trev. You know that. If you're tuning in, if you're watching, that's too sweet. Anyway. So we're into August. July was a good month for me as far as building up a trade page, and yeah, it's still very, very bare right now. And I mean, that's okay. I mean, the part of building a trade page back up from scratch is you will have moments of bare patches. But I've actually managed to make some trades happen. That's awesome. So I've been thinking about it, and I've been talking with Meliisa about it because, I mean, without venturing down the avenue of super PC collecting, I've already done that once. It was expensive, it was fun, but it was hard. Very hard. Without venturing down the avenue of super PC collecting, Meliisa and I decided, well, since we're trading just to fill in PCs, we might as well make some goals. So, today's episode is all about the personal collection goals. Probably sitting there wondering, what do I mean by PC goals? It's simple, really. In a year from now, we want to be at a certain point in our player collections where we can say, okay, we've done well, and we can keep going. And just because we want to set a goal now doesn't mean we're stopping there. The goal in my mind is where I'd like to be in a year at bare minimum. That works. Instead of, oh, we didn't hit that goal, time to shut it down. No. It's not like that at all. It's, we're going to try to achieve that goal. And if we do, keep going. And then in a year from now, we'll set more goals for the player collection. So having said all that, let's start with some PCs. So we'll start off with Trev's PC, Draisaitl. Now, as it stands, Draisaitl is very much the infant in all PCs here. I mean, 4 of them are Melissa's, and Draisaitl is the only one that's mine. Draisaitl is very much the infant in the fact that it only has 3 cards right now. Only 3. So, I mean, any start's a good start, right? I mean, there's more Draisaitl coming, so that's a good thing. But in a year from now, I'd like to see Draisaitl at 100. Now, whether or not that happens remains to be seen, because I know there are a lot of Draisaitl collectors out there. I know Draisaitl is a high demand player as far as cards is concerned. So if I can make it to 100, great. But we'll see. Now we're going into Melissa's PCs, and we're going to start with Jonathan Toews. Toews is probably, it's not nearly as tiny as Draisaitl is. Toews already has 15 in the PC. And again, more coming. But in a year from now, Meliisa would like to see Toews at 100, which is a good number. Because, I mean, again, there are a lot of Toews collectors, there are a lot of Kane collectors, there are a lot of Chicago collectors. So coming into whatever Toews you can is never a bad thing. So 100 is the bare minimum for that. Moving on to Melissa's Patrick Kane collection. This one's probably the second least in all our PCs right now. Kane has 6, but again, more coming. And much like Toews, Meliisa would like to see Kane at 100 in a year from now. That, I don't think, will be as hard to come by. But again, as I mentioned, lots of Kane collectors, lots of Toews collectors, lots of Chicago collectors. But we'll see where it goes from there. And I mean, as far as those two are concerned, 100 is a good number. There's a lot of cards in their inventory, I guess you want to call it that. So, I mean, 100 shouldn't be too hard to accomplish. It won't be bells and whistles, I'm sure. I'm sure there will be some with the bells and whistles, but I imagine it'll be a lot of base insert parallel, which is okay. If it helps build the count, it helps build the count. We're good with that. Moving to Melissa's MacKinnon collection. Now, MacKinnon, as far as the PCs is concerned, has the second highest amount with 39. So it's already close to 50, but again, more coming. In a year from now, Meliisa would like to see MacKinnon at 150. That one might be a bit more of a challenge, but that's okay. Challenges are a great thing. So, I mean, I've never been one to say no to a challenge like that. So, we'll see where we're at in the year. I'm sure by the time August is over, we'll be closer to 50. So, we'll see what happens. Now for Melissa's baby, the Duchene collection. Obviously, when I broke up the trade page the last time around, the Duchene collection stayed put because Meliisa wouldn't let me break that up, and that's probably a good thing because the Duchene collection as it stands now has 137 in it, which is pretty good. I mean, I know he's got an inventory in the thousands, but 137 is not a bad number. Again, more coming. In a year from now, Meliisa would like to see the Duchene collection at 250. 250. That's a good number. Whether or not that happens, that'll remain to be seen, but again, we'll check in a year from now, and hopefully we're at 250 or more. That's the hope anyway. I mean, again, without venturing down PC Ave or Super Collector Avenue, I think it can be done. It's a matter of finding the Duchenes when they become available. So that was episode 5 of Trev's Trade Page here on Trev Hockey Show. Again, short and sweet, but it's one of those things that I've been mulling over for the last couple days. It's like trading just to trade is nice, but let's put a goal on this because I'm not necessarily trading for bait. I'm not set collecting. It has to go PC, and PC should have a goal, as anybody's PC should. But you know, I can't speak for other collectors. I can only speak for myself, and because I'm basically managing Melissa's collection, I'm going to speak for hers as well. So we're all good on that. But I'd like to thank you for tuning in. Your viewership always means so much to me. Always has, always will. You know that. And I do appreciate you for tuning in. If you like this video, give it that thumbs up. If you want to, there's that subscribe button somewhere over there. Give that thing a hit. You'll stay up to date with all the content that I'm putting out. If you want to subscribe, if you want to find Trev's Trade Page on Facebook, you can do that at Trev's Trade Page. If you want to find the parent channel on Facebook, you can do that too at Trev's TV. And if you really want to go that extra step, you can find Trev TV on Instagram at Rockstar Trev TV. And if you want to subscribe to the main channel and the wrestling channel, here's what you're looking for. So moving forward with the hockey show, I have an idea. And I'm sure it's been done by many others, but it hasn't been done by me. But like I said, it's in the idea stage right now. I'm going to mull it over, go over, get my notes and whatever else, and then go from there. But when it pops up, you'll see it. As far as the wrestling channel goes, I definitely have to do 2 videos next week because NXT TakeOver Toronto and SummerSlam are coming up. So they need prediction videos, and they will have reaction videos after that. So content's coming to the wrestling show. Yay! But having said all that, in the meantime, and in between time, be looking for more videos from the Trev. Later.